Exactly what Isa alayhi salam said, exactly what all the prophets before, from Noah, Adam alayhi salam, down to Ibrahim alayhi salam, all the prophets said the same thing. And it's the same thing in the Torah, in Injil, and in the Quran. Brothers and sisters, oppression and injustice will always lead its authority to constant insecurity and will make their authority and their kingdom fall. It never stays stable, even if it's 100 years or 200 years. You know, when you look at the history of humanity, when you look at the past stories, and kingdoms didn't really last very long. Only to us, because we live a short time. 100 or 200 years is actually not very long, brothers and sisters. Wallahi. We just feel like it's long. But to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's a very short time. It gives people chances. So the Israeli state at the moment is established since 1948. It's not very long ago, actually. And you can see that the corruption, the uprooting, the annexation, the oppression is continuing in these people. It hasn't stopped, and they've never lived in security against a very weak and very powerless people who only have their identity, their religion and faith, among them are Christians, and who have a cause that they are fighting for, a cause of justice and goodness that they are fighting for. And they die on it, and they can't take that away from them. They're dying on that. And brothers and sisters, you know, victory has two meanings. The first meaning is a temporary one. The second meaning is a real one. The first temporary victory is over land and property, materialism, power, authority. That's a temporary victory. Everybody's gone through that. Even Pharaoh went through that. The biggest dynasties went through that, and they fell. The biggest kingdoms went through that, and they fell. And the second meaning, which is the real meaning, the victory of your faith, your cause, and what you stand for. And if it is justice, and it is the way that Allah is pleased with God, number one, because He owns the earth, that is true victory. And if you die on that, that is victory. We're all going to die, brothers and sisters, whether now or later. Some people die having not fulfilled anything meaningful in their life, have not gone in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, lived a life of total sin and disobedience, and still going to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there are those who lived a cause beyond what we can imagine, and on the day of judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives them victory too. So those who have died, my brothers and sisters, or were killed in a cause pleasing to Allah, saying La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, there is no God worthy of worship except Allah, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is His messenger. And those who were oppressed, insha'Allah, are martyrs and shuhada. Death is not a loss. Yes, if you stand up for truth, if you stand up for your rights, expect that there's going to be losses.